most.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 111 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
And we are your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian and I select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic is guitars. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that's right, folks. Guitars, the six-stringed menace of the band. Some of you young kids with your hip-hop may not know all about God's greatest instrument, the guitar. Or as Christian used to call it up until the age of 11...
Oh, I couldn't pronounce it because I had a debilitating speech impediment, and the hard G and the UI together was, I literally could not form the word in my mouth. So,
yeah, that's a shame. And very funny too. It's weird you had a problem with the hard G's. Now you have problems with the hard R's. So, folks, let's go ahead and continue on talking about the episode. First of all, as eagle-eyed listeners may have noticed, this is episode 111, and it's being released on 11/1. Mm-hmm. That is a hell of a coincidence. And if you enjoy coincidences, you should head over to patreon.com/reportthispost, where coincidentally there are bonus episodes of the show for sale for $5 a month, and full episodes of this very program, plus all the previous episodes. So, how about them apples?
Great.
So, do you play guitar, Christian?
I don't play any instruments. That does not make sense to my brain. I have no rhythm. I have no tempo. I did once try to learn how to play bass because I thought it'd be cool to play the bass line to Detroit Rock City. That was my driving factor of learning how to play bass.
It would have been, yeah. Yeah, I could see you on the bass.
Sure. Clumsy, stupid, yeah. That seems about right.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Can't talk. All the sorts of things.
Better off mute. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Yep. Myself, I've played guitar since I was probably 13 or 12 or something like that. I in fact have a guitar in my house right now that I will play every 7 months or so when I remember I have a guitar, and then I'll rock out for like 25 minutes. My hands hurt, and I'm like, all right, that's it for now.
Enough of that.
Yep.
Back in the case. Now, is it in a case? You store it in a case?
It is in a case, propped up against a wall in my closet, and yeah, every once in a while my dog will just knock it over, and well, who gives a shit? It's
spoken like a true musician. Just
yeah,
your pride and joy instrument. Just
well, it's more for me. It's more about the craft than the instrument itself. As an artist.
Sure.
So okay, well, speaking of art, why don't we go ahead and get on with the episode? Oh, actually, before we get going, I wanted to also say this regarding myself and guitars, is that it's probably safe to say that a lot of my career in posting could be traced back to a AOL chat room for guitars.
Really?
Back when I was like 14, 15 years old in the late 90s, folks, early aughts. I found one on AOL, and it was there was a lot of interesting characters in that one, and a lot of elite pricks who really boy, it really, I haven't seen too many communities online since then that were like that, just gatekeepy and assholey about the thing that they're interested in. So this seemed like a good topic, especially for the coincidence episode. of 111. And speaking of coincidences, if you head over to patreon.com. Oh, I already did that one. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and go on with the posts.
Excellent. All right. So the first one I have here is user Cute Painted Toes posted this to our Fleshlight. Fleshlight plus guitar stand equals amazing. Might take a little imagination or a look through my submitted history, but wow, it feels good. And attached is an image of a fleshlight wedged into the fork of the stand that would normally support the neck of the guitar. Point it up. And user Fleshlight Freak commented, nice. Positioning looks challenging. Better than a shoe, pillow, or couch. I guess.
Yeah.
And Wheatley K added, this gives me an idea, and now I know what you bought as a stand. So instead of playing a guitar, you're playing yourself. Still a solo performance, just not a guitar. Jokes aside, I think I have an idea for my Maya Piper now, thanks to your innovation. And finally here, Anon Cum Dump asked, can I come take it for a ride? And 2 drooling emojis and then 2 grimacing emojis for some reason.
Well,
yeah, it's the build up. Yeah.
Like, did I really just come inside of a guitar stand fleshlight?
Somebody else is after bobbing up and down on it, like I'm doing like quarter squats above it.
I really can't. I don't have a guitar stand now, but I've had them before, and I cannot picture the physics of this. The geometry doesn't really work out for me. So, and the Maya Piper, for those who don't know, is another type of a sexual toy for perverts. Similar to the fleshlight, it looks like, from these pictures that I'm seeing for the first time ever. And I don't understand how any of this stuff works in a guitar stand. Perhaps if you put it like in the guitar.
Well, you
maybe?
put it so the way they had one of the guitar stands that was like a tripod fold out, and then it has a fork at the top to hold the neck.
Classic guitar stand. Yes.
And they just had it wedged in. So literally, what they'd have to do is like hover above it, and then point their like straight down, and then just kind of
so it's like they're on top, but it's a guitar stand. Like, what is supporting? What? I mean, you could just put it in anything at that point, right?
Well, shoe, pillow. The shoe thing is pretty.
The shoe. What is even the point? Why the shoe?
Hold the fucking.
Like that doesn't make any sense at all. Unless if it's like a high heel and you put it at the end, you're like, wow, it's like a perfect woman, just a foot and a pussy. That's it. What else is your name?
It's like something from Monsters, Inc. It's just one.
Monsters stink. So, speaking of all that, there's a guitar teacher who's pretty popular on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's a lady guitar teacher.
Oh.
So that leads to comments like this. Fingerstyle Atgun asked, will you marry me? Mm. To which another user replied, no, she will marry me. Sorry. Another gentleman asked, can you give me directions to your heart?
Wow.
And finally this guy, I believe I have nerve damage. I guess my bodybuilding workouts have taken a toll on my hand and fingers. It's so devastating not to be able to play anywhere near where I was in my skill level. But I do have a question for you. Are you married? You are so unbelievably cute.
Great start to the episode. Okay. Just like cat. Oh. Yeah, I've been working out so much. I can't play.
So completely ripped. Otherwise, of course, I'd play guitar for you. But yeah, just because I'm so incredibly strong and oh man, I broke my fingers from ripping open these giant condom packages, and I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Can't pluck a guitar anymore.
Absolute nightmare to be a woman online anywhere. It doesn't even just be like, hey guys, here's how to tune your guitar to drop D. Hey, can I see your pussy? Just like, okay, great. Fucking Christ. Well,
yeah,
takes all kinds, I guess. Yeah. At this point, yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
That's pretty much just how it's gonna go. So none of my business.
Well, speaking of lessons, this next guy might also need some. User Disciple of Based God posted in our guitars. First guitar suggestions? I am a new guitar player, and I just received a Gibson Firebird for my birthday. Upon picking it up and just looking at it, I knew it was not a guitar for me. It looks very odd, if you're wondering. Thus, I've asked my father to return it and refund the money to pass back to me. Not sure exactly how much will be returned, but I'm assuming from a company as prestigious as Gibson, it'll be more than enough for another good beginner guitar. I am not open to suggestions of SGs or Les Pauls. They look too try-hard rock-starry, so don't even try. Perhaps a custom shop Fender or other Gibson model would be good. As for a general genre that I'm going to play in, Flume guitar covers, 21 Pilots, maybe I'll learn Redbone for the girls. Any help? And Fanatic with a PH 582 commented, Les Pauls look try-hard? Are you off your tits? To which the OP responded, yeah, I'm no rock star, just starting out. They are made in the US though, so that's nice. And that comment got 8 downvotes.
I don't understand what this guy's looking for exactly. So SG and Les Paul, they just look like guitars.
Yeah.
You know? I would say the Firebird is considerably more rock starry look.
Sure, yeah, it has a little bit of flair to it. Also, it's a $2,000 guitar, depending entry level.
Well,
so
yeah, I'm gonna guess since this guy said he's going to ask father to return it, it comes from money.
It's the fucking fat guy from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, exactly. But Dad. Yeah.
God, that's...
Just watch that movie, by the way.
How miserable to be a person.
To be a person?
No, to be this person, because it's just okay.
Well,
son, I know you want to play guitar. Yeah, well.
Father, remove it from me at once, Father. It's very odd looking. I don't want one of those try-hard rock star guitars, Father.
It's offensive to my senses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very odd. Fanatic with a PH.
And a K. And a K.
Yeah. That's right. That's about the most perfect way to spell that. So that guy likely, his father got the guitar at Guitar Center, which is a store where they sell guitars.
That's right in the name, folks. I don't know to tell you.
I've spent many hours there as a youth, just rocking out. And here's a story by a gentleman from Facebook. Went into Guitar Center today and started playing some songs. After like 2 or 3 tunes, I look up and all of a sudden I have an audience of 5 to 6 people. An older man and expert musician told me, "Kid, you've got something. And not just like any guitar player. You've got a heart and soul for music and you need to be out there. Those tunes move me in ways I have never heard. I literally got chills from your writing."
Goddamn.
I've never felt so flattered in my life. God gave me a wonderful gift in writing music and playing guitar, and I am beyond thankful. I am so happy that, in that moment, I could share something I love so much with someone who wanted to listen. Believe in yourself, people. Your talents will give you wings to fly if you give the glory to the right person. So, This guy was playing Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Guitar Center.
Yeah.
And this
meanwhile, all this
insane old man just was looking to molest him.
Oh, sure. Like, this totally happened. Meanwhile, the staff is trying to physically remove this guy because he's in there every day and never spends a fucking cent.
Like, hey, man. Hey, Byron. Anything today?
No, I think I'm just going to noodle around for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yeah. And then, an older man and expert musician. And how was that?
Yeah.
Determined?
What
did he give you a card?
just his name. Expert. No number or anything on it. Just okay, cool. No.
Yeah. Well, God God grants mysterious powers in mysterious ways.
With great God-given powers comes great God-given responsibility. Sure.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, speaking of Guitar Center, this next one ties into it, and it was submitted to us by our listener and my close personal friend Ulrich. So thank you, sir. So Full Tone is a company that makes guitar pedals, very good, very expensive ones. And the owner of the company, Michael Fuller, is a bit of a loose cannon and posted this to his Facebook page days after the murder of George Floyd.
Oh, boy.
What is this? Like night 4 of looting with 100% impunity? The pussy mayor and governor don't give a shit about small businesses, and it's never been more clear. And he later followed up with this. I feel better, and flushed out some prissy boys who were raised to pee sitting down. Now I'll delete. Yeah. So some folks weren't too happy with him, so they decided to send him an email. And here's a response one of the many people who emailed him got back after saying they could no longer support his company. I am begging you to sell your Full Tone products because you don't deserve them. You actually are so racist that you believe the good people who are protesting are the same as the organized gangbanger criminals who are looting quote-unquote storefronts. Those quote-unquote storefronts are good, hardworking people's lives and livelihoods. In fact, if I see you with a Full Tone pedal, I will tag it and break into your house and loot it from you because it's my free expression to do so, right? So, completely normal response from a guy who runs a company. Well, the admin of the official Full Tone page posted this in response to Mike's comments. This is not a hashtag riot. This is hashtag rebellion. Hashtag justice for George Floyd. I don't care what Mike says on his own page. I run this page and will promote the movement. So that Mike then deleted his comments, but the damage seemed to have been done because both Reverb and Guitar Center ended their contracts with Full Tone, citing this very incident as the reason. But not to be outdone, Mike got back on Facebook to post this when the news broke. I am seeing some inaccurate news headlines by various online magazines that require clarification. I terminated Guitar Center and Musicians Friends dealership on March 23rd, 2020 at 12:39 p.m., and they acknowledged this back then. This predates their recent tweet by a few months. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, man. Probably due to some other racist things. Boy, the admin rebelling against the company owner, I like that move. That's a power move right there.
Almost like a power chord, right?
No.
Okay.
Not at all, actually. Totally different things. I like the move of him saying, now I'll delete after he's like, now that I pissed off everybody, I'll go ahead and delete it.
You fucking snowflakes, yeah.
Like this, like 2 times in this series of events that you shared, is he like, no, I'm not fired, I quit. Like that was like,
yeah, that's just
7,000 people told me to go fuck myself. I'll delete it now because I pissed you off and you suck, not because I'm crying in my house right now. Yeah, this guy rules.
He's pretty cool.
Full Tone. His name's Fuller, and he went Full Tone. That's pretty. Gotta say, it's pretty clever.
Pretty good.
Yeah, because you want a full tone as a guitarist, you know. He's a full tone. So this one's from Reddit. Why does no one take me seriously as a guitarist? I've learnt power chords. I'm learning to finger pick. I'm learning bar chords and trying to teach myself to sing. And I'm sick of people bringing me up on stage, bringing up my stage anxiety attacks in college. I'm fucking trying. I don't know what to do or where to go from here. My guitar teacher is the only thing stopping me from giving up because he's the only person who seems to believe in me. I should join a band, but my music taste is everywhere, and I won't be happy playing just one genre. I don't know what to do. I'm playing songs and chords I never thought I'd be able to play, but I still feel like a screw-up. God, I wish I wasn't such a fuck-up. No comments, no upvotes.
Nothing, no. Yeah, the only person who supports me is the guy I pay to teach me. What's up with that? Why won't anyone else take me seriously when I just freeze up and I'm unable to perform?
Yeah.
They need to understand that that's their problem, not mine. Yeah.
I love the classic excuse, like, I would join a band, but my music taste is just too interesting.
Okay, then start a fucking wedding band. Like, that's what everybody else who has a quote-unquote eclectic music taste does in order to play.
Or just play better and then join a band, because clearly you're not very good. You don't join a band when you're still not great. That's my advice to all of our undoubtedly tons of musician.
Oh, yeah,
listeners.
probably.
You just
do
don't
better.
Expect anything good.
Do better.
And,
do better than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Great.
Instead of paying your guitar teacher, pay us at patreon.com/report this post.
And then listen to us belittle your hobby and passion. Great. So, Buddy Holly, famous guitarist who died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
And then you got Buddy Holly, which is a famous mid-'90s emo ballad by a band fronted by a possible pedophile. So I found this next one on R. Weezer. How strong is Weezer? I mean, not musically, but I mean like physical strength. Have they ever been into physical fights? Who do you think is the strongest Weezer member of them all? Pat is like a really big dude, so he's probably the band's strong guy, but I don't know about Rivers Cuomo, though. I heard he was a loser in school, so he may have been into a couple fights. But I don't know about now, though, but I do heard he fights with producers. I'm not really sure about Brian Bell's fighting capabilities, but I'd reckon it's probably very weak. So I just want your guys' thoughts on the physical strength of Weezer. I know they're no Muhammad Ali's, but they could probably beat up Muhammad Ali 4 versus 1, no weapons. And a now deleted user commented, Rivers has actual muscles he's been showing off. He is stronger than he seems. He may look like a little innocent nerdy guy, but he'll go fucking anime on your ass. And Grim Hunter 42 replied, holy shit, do you think he has fought someone? The deleted user said, I wouldn't be surprised if a drugged up angry Como from the Maldoror days got into some fistfights. He was really unstable during those times, apparently. I still think that Stabilized Rivers is too awkward and embarrassed to throw a fist, unless it's in self-defense, I assume. So I just want to note that we have seen a lot of bad subreddits on this, but taking a just casual spin through this one is absolutely dreadful. It's like like this is we could probably pull something from every episode from this subreddit.
I'd rather not. It just sounds this Grim Hunter is so excited, like, holy shit, you think he's actually fought someone before? Just like these guys like hearing about another guy fighting someone, like, oh my god, what? It's like they're in 4th grade and there's a rumor spreading around the the playground, like, what, he fought someone? What? Who was it? God damn. Oh man. Yeah, I remember Weezer. Are they still putting out stuff?
They think they just had something come out. Which
probably
is
an album or something.
Yeah, let me see here. They got a let's see. They years active, 1992 to present.
Oof. God damn.
Van Weezer. What the hell?
What is
That's their 14th album.
Jesus Christ.
It's set to be released on May 7th, 2021.
Okay.
New songs with a hard rock influence in contrast to the pop rock and electropop sound. Man.
Boy.
Inspired by 1970s and 1980s hard rock and heavy metal bands such as Kiss, Black Sabbath, Metallica, and Van Halen.
What the fuck? That's...
Rivers states that the album is Blue Album-ish, but a little more riffy. Oh, man.
And they're calling it Van Weezer?
Van Weezer. Yeah.
That's what they got from that?
The cover art looks like something you would pay somebody on Fiverr to make. It's like lightning bolts and purple lightning bolts and like a white slash. Oh, it's so bad, dude.
Ooh, yeah. There's no way that's even a Fiverr. That's Googling Photoshop tutorials and then yeah, that's rough.
It's gonna sell so many copies too. That's the sickest part. Good God.
great. I'm happy for the Weezer boys. We'll do a Weezer episode when that album drops. Don't worry.
Please don't.
This is from Facebook. Last night I was at a party where a girl with a guitar said, "Fuck men," and the audience hooted and hollered in agreement. A cold chill ran down my spine. Shame, fear, anger, degradation, sorrow. There was power in the way she said it, even without the audience's agreement. Money where my mouth is, right? My mouth that I kept shut while self-disgust and rage dripped like a cold sweat. And I remembered how it wasn't about me, the individual man. I remembered that I've experienced how horrible men in positions of power can be myself. I remember that the oppressed have a right to paint their oppressors with a broad brush at moments of living the emotions caused by the cruel hand of the oppressing class. I remembered I've had similar thoughts where I said, quote, women, when I meant was, quote, my bad relationship pattern.
Oh, good God almighty.
But the first thing I remembered was the most relevant. As shitty as it feels to hear that, it isn't about me. It's about the pain of the person saying it. Holy hell, was that an unpleasant feeling, though. Yeah.
I've said it before on the show. You don't have to post stuff like this. Like, you don't even have to tell anybody about it.
No, this guy had to tell everybody.
Like, hey, listen, I was offended, but I respect her decision to say fuck men, and I understand where she's coming from. And then he immediately DM'd that woman and was like,
of course.
Hey. That way when she goes to his page to see, she can see oh, he really understands me. What a fucking asshole.
And I like him saying when I said I hated women, I really meant my bad relationship pattern, as if that's not the exact same thing with this lady. Literally 100%. Just breakup was bad. I'm 18. I'm a fucking idiot. Fuck all, man.
Yeah. And he's, the guitar at the party thing is never good anyways. Never a good sign.
Never should happen.
Nope.
I do remember as a kid thinking seeing that on TV and be like, oh my God, I'll be that guy one day. I'll be the cool guitar guy at a party. And never did once. Hosted a Super Bowl get-together several years ago and did break out a guitar. Don't remember doing it, though. It was one of those sort of things.
After 900 beers. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the only time you should do it. If you're sober breaking out a guitar at a party, then you should, Anton Chigurh should put a bolt in your forehead. Be done with you.
Back on that again. Okay, great. So an account on Twitter at MichaelSmoth23 tweeted this out. The film School of Rock has a gender problem of the male students playing the manly roles and the female students playing the more feminine roles, i.e. the guitar and drum positions were both given to the male students, while the female students were given the backup singer roles. Also, they had the Asian student play the keyboard. Not a gender issue, but still shows stereotypes placed in the film. Although the movie is a funny classic, it still shows the problem of gender roles in the music industry. So I think I should note that this account's avatar is a photo of Yoko Ono, and they have one follower, FretPal, the ultimate virtual interactive guitar fretboard application. Get access to your free trial here.
Oh, right here? I'm clicking, but it's not.
That doesn't happen.
FretPal, huh? Okay, so FretPal found a tweet that had guitar in it, and they followed.
Yeah, they probably their bot that they had set up just was like, here you go.
Oh yeah, FretPal follows almost 8,000 people. So yeah, anytime someone just tweets guitar, they. Oh boy, oh man, one of their recent tweets is about Van Weezer. That's fun. Michael Smoth 23. That's odd. Typo in the last name. That's a tough one. Yeah.
You can change. You can.
Yeah. Some Ellis Island issue, I imagine.
Just DM the guy. You can change that, right?
Yoko Ono.
Not good.
That's someone who should have once Lennon was dead, it was like, all right, we don't ever need to think about Yoko Ono again, right?
No.
Like we're done with that thing.
Still hanging around. We're done with that. All right, get out.
Just pick her up and toss her in the street. So, user Chemistries with a Z posted this thread on Reddit. No idea why, but I dug my guitar out of the closet today and was slightly impressed with myself for still remembering how to play. And this might be impressive once you realize it was posted to our crippling alcoholism. I think it's been about 4 years since I stuck the thing in there. I took it out of the case, tuned it with a YouTube G-tone, and I played this song, linked to Stranger Things Have Happened by Foo Fighters. 8 beers deep at noon can still pluck well. I think I can probably get to the store for more beer now. And most of the comments were requesting that he plays Freebird.
Oh, very cool.
Just a bunch of insanely drunk guys at noon just talking to each other on Reddit.
Just a bunch of like online barflies. Very cool.
Yeah, just a bunch of Barneys from The Simpsons. Play Freebird!
I like the idea of like, well, that's over with. I guess I can celebrate with more beer. would be good.
So played a 4-minute song, made a post on Reddit. Well, off to get some beer. And we are off to finish the episode over at patreon.com/report this post. We got a whole extra hour of posts over there for you. We got a This Ain't It Chief. We have some MGTOW posts. We got something from Stormfront. We got all the classics over there. In fact, you'll find that with most of the main full episodes over at patreon.com/report this post. We save a lot of the really, really fucking ridiculous stuff for Patreon because, well, they're giving us money. And we've figured the folks who give us money should probably get more than you freeloaders. So if you want to be cool, like Randy Rhoads for Ozzy Osbourne, or let's see, who's another great cool guitarist? Ace Frehley of Kiss. If you want to be like any of these really cool guitarist guys, you're going to want to head over to patreon.com/report this post. Goodbye.